Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 177, episode 27 on the Dwarf Paladin. Let's jump back into it. It's about midnight right now. Probably hit a solid hour and 15 tonight. Nothing too crazy, but last time we left off, we went back to Ironforge for a little bit, and we did some crafting. We made 3 upgrades. We made the patterned bronze bracers, we made the silvered bronze gauntlets, and the silvered bronze boots. So now that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of gear that I'm wearing that I've made myself out of 6, 7. Actually, sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of gear we've made ourselves out of 8. 9, 10, technically 10, right? The weapon doesn't, I mean, the weapon does count. The cloak, not really. I can't really make cloaks. And rings, not really. I can't really make rings. But basically every slot on my person is gear that I have crafted myself. Incredibly valuable to be a blacksmith on Solo Self-Found, especially as a male wearing class, male / plate, right? But okay, last time we left off, we had done a majority of the northern bit of Darkshore. Now I think we're going to start working on the southern bits. We're going to head down, talk to Onu. Colonian, I'm going to hold off on that quest for now. That's an escort quest. I need to escort him to Maestra's Post in Ashenvale. I have another quest that's going to take me to Maestra's Post anyways. So once we're done with some of this stuff here in the south, we'll take that quest and we'll escort him. Before I logged on, I was supposed to do some research and see how difficult Gyromast's Revenge is, but I didn't, so I'll try and remember to do that after tonight's episode, see what level I think I can realistically solo this. It's been years since I've done this quest, so I just can't really remember how difficult it is, but I do remember it's a wave quest where you kill multiple waves of Murlocs, and then I think there's an elite Murloc at the end, as well as like a wave with that Murloc. So I am a little worried about this quest, but the reward is incredibly valuable. It's basically underwater breathing for 30 minutes, 5 of those elixirs. So there's 5 30-minute underwater breathing elixirs, and on a non-undead, that just sounds incredibly valuable. I'd love to have those. So at some point I'm going to come back and do that quest. As well as, are there any other quests that we missed? Obviously, we talked about the ones in Lochmodan, right? Old Sudi, in Defense of the King's Lands. Wanted Shock Soul, I'm not sure. Maybe I can come back at another time and do that quest, but that one's going to be pretty difficult. As well as Mercenaries, this one's also going to be pretty difficult. I'm just kind of running through here and scanning for if the rare is up. There's some copper there, though. But yeah, we're going to work on... I need those grizzled scalps. I need to get the rest of the beached sea creatures. I need to kill Murkdeep. We need to start working on Prospector Rem Travel's quest line. Wait, there's more there. Exorcism! Theraloon has a quest down here for us. We have Sentinel Anyasha. As well as, you know, Volkor's down here, and we got the cloak for Volkor's quest. So okay, we should be finding some of those bears pretty soon. What do we need? 3 more of those scalps? Not bad. And again, we thinned down our inventory of copper and bronze, and since I'm going to need more bronze, that means every bit of copper just as valuable, right? So always go for the copper. Hopefully Flagel Merc is up. I see the beached creature right here. Looks like it's uncontested. You find the corpse of a sea turtle that had beached itself on the coast of Darkshore some time ago. It's been scavenged by the Murlocs who have encamped themselves around the creature's remains. Still, there appears to be some suitable samples left on the creature's remains that Gwyneth in Aberdeen might be able to make use of. We get 3 silver for this one as well. Doesn't seem like the rare Murloc is up. But we're getting close to where Murk Deep should be. Scan the coastline for any kind of pool or floating wreckage, of course. I haven't really been switching to find treasure recently here, and I need to do that more. There's no harm in just, throwing it on real quick, seeing if there's any treasure around, and then switching right back to find minerals. Oh no, mighty falcon. Poor guy. Give him a kneel. Shade Walker, what a name. Here's another beached creature. I see a pool. I think I already have this recipe learned. Yeah, cooked crab claw. The corpse of what appears to be some sort of giant sea mammal lies partially gutted on the beach. A wheelbarrow and various tools lie abandoned by the enormous beached sea creature, as though an attempt to study it had been made previous. Though Murlocs have scavenged this beast, enough of it remains to gather a suitable sample for Gwyneth in Aberdeen. I wonder if the seems to be chunks of meat. I wonder if Prospector Rem Travel and the Prospecting Guild found this creature and tried to take some samples off it or something. Let's fish up from that pool real quick. We'll keep this recipe because it does sell for a silver. And there's tin in the water. Oh, baby. Easy there, cowboy. Just get it in the hole. Put some hair around it. It's a bad joke, sorry. Where's that tin? Just some oily black mouth. I think I talked about this on the Rogue, but I wish whenever you cast fishing, the lure, or the bobber, I guess, would go where your mouse cursor was, because it's very much just like RNG where it goes. It goes in a random direction in front of you in what feels to be kind of like a triangle pattern, maybe even a square pattern or a rectangle. 150 on the fishing, by the way. That's huge. We're maxed out on fishing. We're maxed out on cooking. Blacksmithing and mining have surpassed journeyman and have gone into experts. So now we can cap those out at 225, which is going to be a while. I think in order to get the artisan upgrade, which is what comes after 225, we need to get to 200, and I think I need to be level 35 or 40. I think it's 35, but all right, nice little 3-piece on that tin. We got some coarse stone as well. Coarse stone, very valuable. This appears to be the village where Murk Deep will be. Before we mess with that, we'll pop a rough sharpening stone, eat some Strider stew. Maybe have a sip of the Dwarven Stout. Get ourselves battle ready. Now, Murk Deep, I might be wrong about this, but I feel like with Murk Deep, you have to kill a certain amount of these Murlocs in the village in order to spawn him. Pop a Rumsies as well, might as well. start from the back. And we did get a new seal, remember. Seal of Justice. Its on-hit effect is you randomly have a chance to stun the target for 2 seconds. Pretty cool, but we lose a good bit of damage by not having Seal of Righteousness on. But its Judgment Seal, when we judge it, it prevents the enemy from fleeing for 10 seconds, which is really strong into humanoids, especially in caves where we know mobs can, run in fear into another mob. So I'm a big fan of this seal. I guess I never really paid attention to it in other versions of WoW on my paladins because I don't know. I didn't, I guess. I was always a seal of command kind of guy, but which, speaking of, we should have this in another 8 levels, I think. I think we said at 31 we should have Seal of Command. Which, once we get Seal of Command, we'll be twisting between Seal of Command and Seal of Righteousness. And I'll probably judge a Seal of Justice on them if they're like humanoids or we're in a cave and I don't want them to run into another mob or something like that. Oh, they're coming out of the water. I think this is the pre-quest for Murk Deep. I mean, it's in his name, right? Murk Deep, he comes from the deep. I'm actually gonna do something that I think is kind of smart. I'm gonna get my heals off now, get this guy low, and then just kind of let him wail on me for a second. Or at least let him run in fear. Actually keep my space from him. He'll come back to me in just a second. This way I'm letting my mana regen right before the final wave. And there's Murk. Let's go for his little buddy first. I could Seal of Justice him, but I actually want him to run away. Oh my god, 2 parries back to back, come on.
Health warning.
2 holy lights, a flash. Let the mana regen start working. Alright, not bad. Let's look for some bears. These are the bears we're looking for. Grizzled thistle bears. The others I'm just going to try and ignore. There's no point in killing them. I don't get experience for them. They don't really drop anything of value to me. Yo! Oh. A green leather bag. That's our first bag drop on this character. Nice little 8 slaughter that we get. I'll probably use that for my my bank for right now, because I do have 4 brown leather satchels, the 8 slaughters. We went ahead and bit the bullet, just bought those recently. I think when we were doing Teldrassil is when we bought those, but another scalp, 2 for 2 down here, not bad. I was just about to turn on Find Treasure and I see it right there. Let's fight our way through this camp. Mana's full, I might as well, you know, judge and get a fresh seal going. Try and pull this guy back just a little bit. Interrupt that. I wonder if Consecration deals damage to totems. Nice little green there. 3 silver. Not as good as ours, but 2 silver bars from that. That's nice. We got 3 bears right here. Hopefully one of them drops the item we need. 4, really. And there we go. Alright, REM travel should be right here. I should have talked to Onu real quick. We'll head back that way. I want to grab all the beached sea turtles too real quick. REM travel's excavation. What can I do for you?
Holly, is that you? I need some help chiseling this stone.
It's not Holly.
Hand me my stone brush. I think I see something. Hey, you're not Holly! Don't suppose you've seen my stone brush? Never mind that now. I promised the League I'd send the mysterious fossil I found. Where did Holly go? So much work to be done. Now, where is that mysterious fossil? And my brush? And Holly? And who are you? 'Tis no matter, so long as you're here to help. Let me know when you're ready to start looking.
Yeah, we'll help you out.
So then, Holly? Oh, that's right, you are not Holly. Where's Holly? Ah, that's beside the point. We must find that stone brush. I mean, the mysterious fossil. We must find that fossil. The Explorers League in Darnassus will want some indication as to what I've been doing. Let me know when you are ready and we will hunt down that brush.
Guy's a little scatterbrained.
We shall find something in writing to satisfy the League. So are you ready yet?
Yeah, we'll help you out. Can I buff him? I can't. Okay. Okay, Bale. Let's go find where I left that fossil. Now he just walks right past him. I think what I need to do is let them aggro onto him, and then he'll stop. Yep. Looks like we've uncovered this cracked golem. Now help me kill it. Yeah. I need to let him roam into them. They'll jump on him, and then I can intervene. But if I just start pulling him, I don't think he does anything. They're dropping smooth pebbles, which is actually a decent item to sell. There is a chest here too. Throw a quick flash. Maybe I can grab this chest real quick while he's doing that. He said, now where did I put that mysterious fossil? Ah, maybe up there. Some leather. This thing looks sickly. No mysterious fossil here. Ah, but my copy of Green Hills of Stranglethorn. What a good book. Hunting pants. Those are what? Another 4 silver right there. Get rid of the murloc eyes. Get rid of the fish. Get rid of the... I guess eat some of the bread right now. Keep some of that stuff. I bet you I left it in the tent. Oh wait, that's Holly's tent. And it's empty. Oh. Help me. Some wool, that's nice, a canvas belt. See if I can start clearing some of this stuff out for him. If I was to get rid of anything else, I think next it's going to be obviously the bread. He can tank it for now. Not sure if I can even heal him though. If I can't buff him, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to heal him. Ooh, they drop coarse stone. Let me try. Yeah, I can't. But he does regen his health like fairly quickly, as long as he doesn't take damage. Another canvas belt, 86. 86, those patties grabs. Okay. Eat the bread, that'll make space. Interesting, I hadn't noticed this earlier. Prospector Rem Travel inspects the ancient mossy stone. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be looking for that mysterious fossil. Yeah, where the hell is that thing? Is it up here? With all the shovels and stuff? Or maybe up here? Nope, didn't leave the fossil back here. Didn't leave the fossil back here! Aye! Is that a little better? Yo, we got a caster. Interrupt that one. Canvas vest. Silver and a half. What can I get rid of quickly? The leather, I guess. Some of these have respawned already. Need to catch up with them. Rem travel? Pretty bad consecrate there, if I'm being honest, but it's okay. Not going to be able to get another swing off before the seal wears off, so... Can't read any of those books either. The gloves, is there anything? 90. I guess the bear meat, I'm not going to cook it. Did he even find? He didn't even find the relic, did he? He literally didn't even find it, that's crazy. I remember now, I gave the mysterious fossil to Holly. Check with her, you son of a bitch. Rem Travel goes back to work, oblivious to everything around him. Alright, I'm gonna go swing by Onu real quick. I need to empty out the bags. We'll take the quest from Onu and start this follow-up, and then we'll head back over here. Onu's quest should take me somewhere around here. At the Master's Glaive. We'll look at that when we get there. There seems to be a quest down there as well. I think I have to help someone escape, yeah. And, yeah, when we're done with that, I should have some bag space to go take these 4 quests. because I'm going to need bag space for all 4 of those. $18 copper, we'll leave that. It's the next buzz box right here. Grimclaw, hey buddy. That means we're near Volcor. Grimclaw's who was like sent for us to help Volcor. You hear singing coming from box 525. Though crawler wine's sweet and thresh ale is fine, and moonstalker moonshine is grand, there's nothing so dear as a Thistlebell beer. Thistle beer bear beer, and soon I shall have some on hand. The hatch is open and awaits the 4 grizzled scalps as you hear the song repeated over and over. So you got the scalps in? That's so great. What? Well, yes, I suppose you have realized that I can speak to you without the materials in the machine. But I was telling the truth when I said they were broken. See, in addition to being communications tools, the Buzzbox also brew and distill fine liquor. Sorry for any deceptions. But the Night Elves do not appreciate my liquor trade in their towns. I put something special in this box to show my gratitude for your efforts. Enjoy! Whizbang's Special. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 slots. I think I get rid of the clam meat at this point. Actually, no, get rid of the Gypsy Sash. Nice. We got another 6 slaughter. We're done with the buzz boxes, and I'm gonna start drinking this booze here. Get a little tipsy on that. Already starting to sway a little bit. That's not me moving, that's, you know, the tipsiness. $4 silver, almost 5 for these smooth pebbles. That's nice. The rest stays with us. I could sell that alcohol, but I'm going to use it. Bale, you're here. Good. We have matters to discuss, you and I. It is strange that the Naga are here in Darkshore. But stranger still are the Twilight's Hammer. That cult worships the old lords of the earth, lords defeated long ago. The Master's Glaive to the south is a place where such an old lord fell. Go there and look for more Twilight's Hammer cultists. Take this vial of scrying. Use it to create a scrying bowl after searching the Master's Glaive. Then speak to me through the bowl. Right. That's really interesting. So an old god was fell down here. Apparently I can fish up some of these electro scalpers down here too. More booze. Bro, I'm only tipsy, I'm not even drunk yet. Seems to be Volcor is close. I believe it's in this cave back here. Oh wait, it says I can signal to Grimclaw by waving to him. I actually never noticed that that little detail. So if I wave to Grimclaw, he should show us where the master is. And by master, I mean Volcor, right? Grimclaw growls in your direction before taking time to sniff you. Grimclaw faces southeast and whimpers. before looking back at you. Yep, dead ahead. Alright, let's pop the cloak. And bam! We're an invisible moonstalker. That's kind of drunk. Now, in theory, I should be able to run right past these Blackwood Ursas, right? It's copper there, we'll get that on the way out. Blackwood Den. Oh, you son of a... I didn't think that was gonna... Oh, that's annoying. I was like, this shouldn't change my form. Just toggling on find treasure. It does... That's so annoying, man. I wanted to go in there as a moonstalker. Any little thing changes your form. That's crazy. Battered chest down there. Full core.
Oh, sorry, adventurer. Now's not a good time. I hope you understand.
I have this cloak for you.
Wonderful. Terenthus found someone to help me. And look, a Moonstalker cloak. Oh, that hurts. Thank you, adventurer. The furbogs wounded me before I managed to evade them. Give me a moment, and I should be fine to talk some more.
Of course. Now, escape through stealth is something I would probably do with, like, my rogue, my druid, maybe even one of my casters in the future. But with a character like a paladin, I think we do escape through force.
All right, adventurer. Force it is. Let's get out of here as soon as you're ready.
Hang on, real quick. I want to see if there's different options.
All right, then.
There
If
is.
you're sure, we'll sneak out of here.
Okay. Escape through force.
All right, adventurer. Force it is. Let's get out of here as soon...
14 silver for force and a 4.5.
All right, then.
6
If you're
silver.
Sure, we'll sneak out of here.
And
Let
5.
us leave when you're ready.
Okay. We're going through
All
force.
right, adventurer. Force it is. Let's
Oh,
get
it's
out of here as
it's
soon
actually
as
a
you're
big
ready.
upgrade, too.
We'll fight our way down to the road. Grimclaw should still be there. Once there, we can part ways. Terenthus will want to hear your version of the story immediately. So head to Alberdeen after we make it out of here.
Let's go, baby. I'll go ahead and start clearing it out. Quick holy light. Didn't get interrupted there, that felt nice. I like the way Volcor fights. He's like a monk. Look at that stance, bro. Take a sip. Nope. I never knew that these quests gave 2 separate rewards. One is definitely more inclined for like the caster type, and one is more inclined for the melee type. That belt is actually such a big upgrade compared to the belt that I'm using right now, which is basically no stats on it whatsoever. Fight to the death. You don't have to say all that, bro. I got a feeling that we're about to get hit by a spawned wave of mobs. What do you know? Damn. Oh. How we looking on time? Only 35 minutes. We still got some time. I think we have enough time to finish Volkor's quest chain, head down to the Master Glaive, help Theraloon, get all 4 sea creatures, help Anyasha, and then maybe even do the escort for Carlonia and Evershade. And at that point, for the most part, we'll basically be done with Darkshore, which is nice. Oh, of course, my Consecrate would pull that. Alright, let's deal with one real quick. Whoops. Yo, my man Volkor, help me out. Seems like someone's about to do the escort, so I might have to wait. We made it, my friend. Remember to find Terenthus and let him know we're safe. Thank you again.
Can I assist you?
Grimclaw roars in excitement as he rushes Volkor. When he reaches his master, Grimclaw licks his face. I'm happy to see you too, Grim. It looks like not all strangers are to be feared after all, huh? Terenthus shall reward this adventure well. Give him a bow. We're out. Yeah, while someone's doing this sleeper escort quest, no one else can do it. He has to make it all the way down to Maestra's post, despawn, and then respawn back up here. So if he's not back by the time that we get back, this will be the first thing that we do tomorrow. And then I think once we're done here, I think we're heading back to the lock. I'm gonna finish up In Defense of the King's Lands and Old Sudi, resupplying the excavation, and then hold off on the rest, I think, there. And then I think we head to Red Ridge. So this was one of the old gods. Oh, I accidentally jumped over the edge. It looks like Nizoth, honestly, but we know that that's not true. Maybe it's one of his lords, or I don't know. Oh, I hate to fight a dwarven brother. Some books here. Whoa. Something reaches out and smacks me. What about this one? Nope. There's Theraloon. And we're back to disarming, huh? Okay. Alright, use the use the bowl of scrying. Speak to Ono. The Twilight's hammer is at the Master's glaive. Unfortunate. The old lord impaled by the glaive is long dead, but that does not mean slivers of his power do not still remain. The Twilight's hammer must be seeking this power. The Twilight's hammer's purpose at the Master's glaive is not known, but it must be dark. Search through their camp at the glaive. Search for something that may teach us their intentions, for we must learn their intentions before a plan is made. The Twilight Tome. This book is hand-printed in an ancient language and illustrated by a master artist. Peering into the Twilight Tome is maddening. The text begins to swim and dance after only a moment's glance, and once beautiful scroll work twists into grotesque shapes. Tearing away one page of insane scribbles is all that is possible before a swoon overtakes you. That's really cool. Let's kill some of these disciples. Kick that, because I wasn't going to kill her. Theraloon, help! I was wandering around the Master's glaive and these dirty cultists surrounded me. Lucky I'm good at hiding. Can you help me out of here? I need to send word to my sister, Therasil, that I'm alright. She's in Ashenvale to the south, at the shrine of Asina. Help Theraloon escape, then tell Therasil at the shrine of Asina that her sister is safe. 10 silver, sure. These guys are pretty reliable at dropping wool. I like that. A battered mallet, 6 silver for that thing, nice. I'm honestly tempted to kill all of them. It's, you know, decent experience, and they're dropping wool, they're dropping decent items that sell for a good bit. The hammer will still fall. Twilight's hammer is such an interesting cult in WoW. They literally are just trying to resurrect the old gods and bring chaos to the world. Like an actual mad cult. Some more wool, minor mana potion, I don't really care about that. My lords, I come to thee. No, take your time. We're not trying to escape or anything. Take your time. Something in Darnassian. I guess she thanked us, but either way, let's head over to Sentinel Anyasha and help her out real quick. She has a wave-based quest, if I remember correctly, where a bunch of waves of mobs are going to try and overrun her. Oh yeah, there was that chest over here too that I need to get. I wasn't able to get that because we were helping Volcor. And then of course there's copper right there. We'll come back for that. Let me find where this chest was. Oh no, they got it already. Dang it. That's what I get. I think they're going for the copper, yeah. Damn, they just beat me to everything. Oh, the rare's up too. Is he in this camp? Or is he? I'm gonna try and grab him. He's only level 16. Alright, so far the theory does work with concentration aura. Cadet's Vest of the Eagle. Scroll of Int. Yeah, they got the chest. Hopefully they got something good, but good on them. Real quick, heal bot, I need to change Holy Light to our new rank of Holy Light, rank 4. This is 4 silver. You know, it's nothing crazy, but it helps, I guess. I'm assuming they went to the Sentinel on Yasha quest. Honestly, I think it's one guy playing 2 characters, which also very cringe. You guys know how I feel about that. If you buy gear in hardcore, I think you're cringe. If you multi-box in hardcore, I think you're cringe. I don't mind people that group up. Totally understandable if you want to do the dungeons and stuff like that, but I think it's better to try and do things alone. But I do understand that some people want to do the dungeons and do the dungeon quests to get the gear and stuff like that. But if you're buying gear, especially if you have other hardcore characters and you're sending gold from them to this character, I think that's really cringe. If you're multi-boxing, extremely cringe.
I was traveling to Aberdeen with an important message when I was attacked by the Furbolg Marosh and his trackers. During the attack, I was poisoned, leaving me barely able to stand. I can make an antidote, but it will take time before it is ready. I would ask that you defend me until I can apply the antidote. I will aid you with my bow as best I can. Should we survive, I will be able to deliver my message to Aberdeen while you speak with Onaya at Maestra's post to inform her of this incident.
Alright. Protect Anyasha. Wait, did you hear that? Something approaches from the west. Bring them close enough to where Anyasha can shoot them with her bow. Her damage is, you know, not the greatest, but it's not negligible. The fairy fire would be annoying if I was on my druid or if I was on a rogue or something like that. But it's not something that I can purify either. It's just magic. It's not a disease or poison. Here comes a wave of 3. Big 168 crit. This should be the final wave. I think a flash will be fine. And let the regen kick in. Coppers respawn down here. It should come from right there, yep. Mirage, the Devious. Don't fairy fire me, bitch. Praise the Loon. I don't know if I could have survived the day without you, friend. My leg feels much better now. The remedy must be working. If you'll excuse me, I must go report to my superiors about what has transpired here. Please speak with Sentinel Onye at Maestra's post in Ashenvale. She will see to it that you are properly rewarded for your bravery. We got some patched leather shoulders. Not bad. But again, they don't stack up to our... Oh, I'm a dingus, boys. I sold our other cloak thinking that we got to keep the... Oh, that sucks. That's okay. We'll get another cloak eventually. I thought we got to keep that cloak for the Volcor quest. You don't. You give it to Volcor. That sucks. Okay, let's go collect these beached sea turtles remains real quick, because I know that those guys are on... the sleeper has awakened. So I might as well kill some time real quick. We probably got another... We got another 10 minutes, yeah. Also check for... Firecaller Radisson. I think he's down in the Master's Glaive if he's going to be anywhere. And then the rare Strider. The Strider Clutch Mother. Also kind of hugging this back wall here just in case there's any ore. Not really looking like it. This seems to be an alternative path into Ashenvale that I actually didn't know was here, but... Yeah, seems to be no dice. Which is fine. That means what? We missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the rares in the zone. There's only... No, 6 really. So we missed quite a few of the rares in this zone. But again, now that we've left some of these starting zones, we're less likely to run into... Oh. I spoke, and immediately I was corrected. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say I think our babies start attacking us too. Let's go for the babies first. Switch to concentration aura. Throw a holy light. Throw a oh, big crit. Go back to red aura. I should have... Damn it, I should have judged. It's alright, it's not a big deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hodger. Bandit Cinch of the Whale. It's an upgrade for now, but we'll probably switch it out with the other vest or the other belt from Volcor's quest. Escape through force. 4 strength, 3 stamina. It's leather as well, so is the one that I just put on. But this is 3 agility, 3 spirit. I'd rather have the strength than stamina, honestly. And it's 2 more armor. Copper, copper. A lot of copper on these rocks down here. And then we'll work our way up and grab all of these beached sea creatures. Go ahead and just use that scroll of intellect. Copper on this island as well. Probably more on the back side of it, but mine that oracle. They do heal. This was a mistake. I should have saved my Hammer of Justice for the heal just in case, but... Another small lustrous pearl. That puts us at 5 total right now. Cleanse that poison immediately. The remains of what appear to be a giant thresher have washed ashore on the rocky inlet of the Twilight Shore. The thresher is several times larger than any of the other threshers spotted in these parts. Wherever it came from, this creature would not seem to have been native to Darkshore. Though the creature has been picked apart in places, enough of it remains to gather a suitable sample for Gwyneth in Aberdeen. 5 silver. There's one. There's one. Check for treasure real quick too. Nothing so far. This is where it gets a little dicier. We've got threshers around, we've got multiple murlocs. It is a caster. This could be a situation where I want to be using Seal of Justice and sealing it, but I think I trust myself enough with Hodge and Judgment to not need it. You find the corpse of a sea turtle that had beached itself on the coast of Darkshore some time ago. It had been picked nearly clean by Grey Mist Murlocs, the very ones who now have encamped themselves around the creature's remains. Still, there appear to be some suitable samples left on the creature's remains that Gwyneth in Aberdeen might be able to make use of it. 5 more silver. Oh, inventory's full. Let's get rid of the clam meat. The Murloc eyes. I need to get rid of one more thing. Oh, drink the booze, of course. Alright, again, let's save our Judgment and our Hodge. When I say Hodge, I mean Hammer of Justice, in case that was confusing some of you, but I figure most people know what Hodge means. $158 crit. Get rid of that. Make sure I'm purifying in between large gaps of my weapon swing timer. I don't want to purify right when I'm about to swing. If it looks like I'm about to swing, I should just tank a bit of the poison damage and swing first, then purify. We do have a pool here, by the way. I'll pop the old rod on real quick. Another set of sea turtle remains lie beached on the coastline. This set of the remains has an abandoned carriage half buckled to the turtle's shell. Perhaps this creature was driven to the shoreline by unknown beings rather than beaching itself as some of the other remains suggest. Powerful gray mist murlocs have made the carcass of this creature their current home. In the carriage you find a box with strange markings on it. Perhaps Gwyneth and Aberdeen can make sense of it. 5 more silver. So another Naga riding turtle, basically, is what that tells us. I'm going to need another spot here just in case we fish up... yeah, just in case we fish up a box. Oh, I could get rid of this milk here too. Alright, that was short-lived. One more, and then we'll head back to Ono real quick, turn that quest in, see if Kerlonian is back, and if not, then I'll probably just hearth for the night, and we'll take his escort quest on tomorrow. And that'll take us down to Maestra's Post and do all of the escort quests down here. We got 2 to turn in here, and then 1 more to turn in down here by Aisa's shrine. Is that her name? Aisa? It's a literal school of fish. It's a little different than the schools that we've been fishing up. That's interesting. Damn Murloc eyes. The half-devoured corpse of what might have been a giant sea mammal lies on the beach. A band of murlocs stronger than those found closer to Aberdeen have taken up residence around the fallen creature. Enough of the creature remains that a suitable sample of its bones could be delivered to Gwyneth in Aberdeen. 4 silver. That can stay, honestly. Because at this point I don't know what I would get rid of, but... I did see some copper up here. There it is. Grab that real quick. We have room for more ore and rough stone. And then, like I said, we'll go talk to Onu real fast. Hopefully the escort's up. If it is, we'll, go over our time limit by a little bit. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. And then once we're done with that, we'll pick up the flight paths in... Ashenvale, or at least 1, and then that way we have it for the future. And then once we get all this turned in, we're not going to take anything here. We'll be heading back to Redridge to start Redridge, right? A Watchful Eye. I guess we'll take this quest. That'll take us into Redridge, and then there's an elite quest looking further. It'll also kind of inform us on what's going on. Westfall's done. Redridge has some things that we've out-leveled, but for the most part, it's a pretty good level zone for us to start taking on right now. Note, this is a very rare drop. Bring the faded Shadowhide pendant to Theocrates. A very rare drop. I've never seen that on Questy. That's probably going to be one that we hide if it's, very rare. We'll keep it up, and maybe while we're over there we'll get lucky, kill a few 10, 20, 30 of them or whatever, and then we have a general rule with drop quests. We're not just going to sit there and grind for 3 hours until it drops the quest. We just hide those. We either get lucky and it's meant to be, or we don't overforce it. I like the idea of, like, on some characters, I'll get some drop quests, on others I won't, right? So maybe on our druid in the future, that thing will drop for us, but maybe on this character it won't, and it's not meant to be for this character. That's kind of how I like to treat it. Everything else is keep, yeah. And it seems like Kerlonian is not up right now, yeah. Alright, Onu. Return to Onu. Bale, you returned. Can I read these insane scribbles? No, okay. A chaotic primal magic surrounds this parchment of scribbles. I sense the work of the old ones in it. Let us hope it reveals the purpose of the Twilight's Hammer in Darkshore. Onu studies the parchment from the Twilight Tome. Onu is struck by unleashed magic. The parchment you found at the Master's Glaive is a page from the ancient texts written by elves. It is heavily cursed and tainted by the corruption of the Twilight's Hammer, but it seems the cult is using ancient elven magic to bring their old masters back to our world. Travel to the ruins of Mathistra to the northeast and search for ancient relics among the grass and broken stones. Through their study we may divine how the Twilight's Hammer intends to exploit the magic of the elves. We could get the Woodsman's Sword. It's a decent little two-handed sword, looks cool. Or the Hardwood Cudgel. I think we're definitely going to be taking that Hardwood Cudgel. We need a upgrade for our one-hander. This is 2.6 speed, 18 to 34, 2 strength, 2 stamina. We currently have 14 to 26, 2.3 speed. So this is slower, deals more damage, has better stats. We're definitely taking that. And it looks pretty cool, honestly. That'll be our one-handed sword and shield combo. Just one more peep. Okay, he's not respawned. Let's go ahead and hearth. This will take us back up north, and I'll check and see if we can handle Gyramast's Revenge. We might just do both those tomorrow and then head down here, escort Kerlonian, and be done with Darkshore. I do need to fish up these electropellers, so I might do that real quick after we finish recording, but we'll see. Alright, Glinda, now she.
Well, looks like you're here to more than just inquire. The citizens will be delighted to know that tonight they will sleep a little bit more soundly and safer. You've acted as the executioner of justice for the people of Oberdeen today, adventurer. For that, I would like to offer you this as a suitable reward for a true hero of the Oberdeen people.
Thank you, my elven friend. 1700 experience as well. Let's talk to Gwyneth real quick. We'll pop this belt on for now, but I'm still deciding, do we want to wear this? Because this is male. Gives me stamina and agility. Agility is crit chance, it's dodge chance, right? Or, once we get escape through force, what I want to use, the steadfast cinch. I think I'm actually going to be switching to this. It matches the fit better. It's 4 strength, and it's the same amount of stamina. I give up 50 armor, which is a negligible amount of armor, honestly. So I think we're going to be switching to this when we get it, but...
My goods are of the highest quality.
Talk to Gwyneth real quick. Turn in 6 of these quests. Holy. Hello, Bale. Do you have any discoveries of creatures that have washed ashore to report on?
Another discovery for us to research. Well done, adventurer. These remains will be properly studied once they get to Darnassus. Please accept this small honorarium in exchange for the remains you have provided for our study.
Let's get rid of all the low-level ones first. Hello again, Bale. Are you here to report on another discovery?
The bones you have are from gentle sea mammals that are known to inhabit the waters surrounding the base of Teldrassil. They had never been known to violently beach themselves like the threshers had been known to. Why would these creatures do this, I wonder? Well, perhaps the study of their remains will bear the fruits of knowledge that we seek. Again, thank you for your aid. Please accept this honorarium from the Temple of the Moon.
Thank you, sister. One more. Greetings once again, Bale. What brings you back to Aberdeen? Are you here to report on another discovery?
Ah, I believe you discovered one that was originally being examined by the Explorers League. They have a presence here in Darkshore, and they had mentioned that they were studying one of the beached creatures until they were chased out by the Murlocs. You appear to have succeeded where we both have not. Please, accept this honorarium on behalf of the Temple of the Moon.
Very cool. Alright, what is first? So last is the sea creature. We'll do the turtles first. Greetings once again, Bale.
You found even more beached creatures, adventurer. Sea turtles were commonly found frolicking along the base of Nordrassil before it was destroyed. With the birth of Teldrassil, however, these creatures have been seen in ever-decreasing numbers. Some, as we have discovered, end their lives here for some unknown reason. Your aid will perhaps unlock the mystery before us. Please accept this in exchange for the remains you have provided for our study.
I wonder if they feel some kind of, like, sickness because of Teldrassil. Nordrassil being the original world tree. They obviously, like, flourished around that tree. I wonder if they're, like, beaching themselves and trying to kill themselves because of this new kind of foul omen tree, Teldrassil. Turtle? Hello again, Bale. The work you have done on behalf of the Temple of the Moon has been outstanding. Are we blessed with more of your efforts?
I have heard of the kinds of carriages found on the back of that turtle. Those I do believe are Naga carriages.
She's already read this to us.
Used both in battle and in transportation of their supplies onto land. The markings on the box you found are of the Naga. Perhaps the creature you discovered was killed as it was heading further south. To Ashenvale, maybe. I will be sure to send this box to Darnassus with the rest of your discoveries. This is for you. Thank you again for your assistance.
Alright, final one. Thanks be to Elune, I'm glad to see you again, dear Bale. The Temple of the Moon's work on the strange beaching phenomena continues here in Darkshore. Might you have anything additional to offer us?
The dimensions of the thresher you mention are mind-boggling. Even the eldest of the threshers in this region grow to only a fraction of that size.
It was massive.
While some larger ones were known to be close to Teldrassil, their numbers have declined steadily. I cannot help but wonder if these creatures beaching themselves here are somehow related to this. While we analyze the bones you have brought us, please accept this on behalf of the Temple of the Moon. Thank you, adventurer.
You're very welcome. I wish there was like a follow-up quest where if you did all of those, it took you to the Explorers League or the Temple of the Moon or something, and you kind of got a little bit more on the lore of why these creatures are killing themselves, basically. But yeah, you don't really get anything. It just kind of fizzles out right there. Holly.
Thank the stars, Prospector Rem travel is safe. I told you he was absent-minded.
He was.
I can't believe he insisted on staying there with all of those horrible creatures lurking about. So, the Prospector wants to send the mysterious fossil to the Explorers League in Darnassus? I don't feel right leaving Darkshore without him. Here, adventurer, deliver the mysterious fossil to Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker in Darnassus.
Probably wind up taking those wind-felt gloves and just selling them, honestly. Everything else that we have is better. The mysterious fossil. So Holly had it the whole time. It's another 1100 experience for this. We're close to leveling up. Looks like that guy buys gear as well, honestly. Let me take a peek, I'll be able to tell. Give him a bow. Yeah, he's buying gear, come on. Yeah, he's definitely buying gear. Gross. Terathenus.
Adventurer, I'm pleased to see you've returned successfully. Your assistance to Volcor has given me faith that we can overcome the challenges facing us here in Darkshore and beyond.
14 silver and a new belt. Beautiful. That puts us to 5 gold, 15 silver. A new belt. Go ahead and update to current items. It sucks that I went ahead and sold that. Wait. Trek to Ashenvale. It sucks that I sold my old cloak last night, thinking that I was going to be able to keep the current cloak, but... Sentinel Solaran. Thank you, Tyrannithus. I shall remain here for as long as I can. Hopefully I can send a worthy few to help Ashenvale and the Sentinels. Sorry, that's my Discord. Let me close out of that. Bale, my mistress Renee Wolfrunner awaits you in the city of Ashtranar within Ashenvale. With your help, perhaps we can at least ease some of the corruption that's taken hold there. Head south from here and stay close to the road. You'll find your way there without issue if you follow those directions. Well, all signs point to Ashenvale. Tomorrow when we log on, we'll do the Methistra's Relics. I'll check and see if I can handle Gyromaster's Revenge right now. If not, I'll come back for this in the future. I definitely want to get this done, though, at some point. And then, you know, we'll do one last check for the rares. Lady Vespera, Lord Sinslayer, Shadowclaw, Lady Moongazer, Flagelmerk, and Firecaller Radisson. All the other rares, which isn't very many. Lycillin, Carnivus, the Breaker, and the Strider Clutch Mother we've killed. So we got 3 of the, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 of the 9, so a third of them we've killed. In my spare time between this episode and next episode, which I think is going to be right after this, I'm going to head up here and fish up some of these Electropellers and just have this done for us tomorrow so we can turn it into Whizbang, who's right here, and just kind of get that done. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hang on, let's go ahead and go to sleep. We'll call this one here for now. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow afternoon, hopefully. I do work again tomorrow a little later in the afternoon, so I'm going to try and get a session in before and then work and then do another session after. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.